Shalom, shalom, Israel. First and foremost, I want to give all honor, glory, and praises to YAHAWAH, YAHAWASHI, double honors to the elders and apostles of the Great Millstone, and shalom to the mighty Akim and Aquathal, diligently waiting to be delivered from this final captivity. And today's topic is going to be entitled Obedience with the Most High. So now, what inspired me to do this video? A memory that I had remembered not too long ago. Okay, so well, yeah, let's just get into it. So basically, there was, when I was, I guess 17, 18, 19, one of those three ages, okay, and I was kind of hesitating. I was kind of hesitating to do something because I don't want to say it, but I was hesitating to do something, and like I just didn't know like if it was the right thing to do, and I think it would have ended up being a very life-changing decision. Okay, that. Well, it's not. It might have. It definitely would have. So, and this was before I was in the truth. So then I was like, I just don't know what to. At the time, I was like, I just don't know what to do. Like, do I just leave? Do I go do it? X, Y, and Z, blah, blah, blah. And this was a point in my time where I think the best thing to say was I was at the peak of my depression, because again, it was like I was not in this truth, and I didn't know what I was gonna do with my life. So like I really just I was just like sad. I was like trying to find some way for me to go and like, I guess, make myself happy or whatever. So then I literally said to myself, I was sitting in my car, okay, outside of a building. I literally said to myself, not to myself, I was alone. I said, God, please just give me a sign, give me the green light to tell me to go and do this, okay? And then as I turned around, okay, I literally turned around, and a truck that had in green, big green letters, green. I forgot what the name of the truck was, but the only thing I remember, because it was so profound, it was so, it shook me that it actually happened, because in the area that I was at, that wasn't a very normal thing. I wasn't supposed to see that truck. That truck was kind of out of place. All right. So and I took note of that at the time. I was like, wow, that shouldn't even be there. Okay. And then I just saw that, and it was like, what? Like, I guess I go. Like, I was still questioning it. So I literally said, God. I didn't say the Most High, but because this was before I was in the truth. But I said, God, please give me the green light to go. There was that sign that said green. It was on a truck or whatever, and it said green, and then some other crap I don't remember. And then I was like, and I didn't go. I literally regrettably, well, not fully regrettably, but at the time I regretted go. I felt like, I was just too afraid. I was too indecisive. I was too uncertain. And it wasn't like I didn't believe in God or in a God at the time. I believed in God, in the sense of, I guess, the closest was the Christian God, but like, or slash the Most High God through the Bible. That's what I believed. The God of the Bible. That's what I believed in. But like that, honestly, I fully, with, even though I was not in the truth, I fully believe that that was the Most High speaking to me. It's undeniable. All right. And I do regret, partially and partially not, but I do regret not going, because that was a literal sign from the Most High telling me to go in and do what I was supposed to do, go do what I needed to do. I think that would have had guided me in a different direction in life. I don't really know if I would have been happier. I don't really know if I would make it to the truth today. Honestly, I don't know. Like, it's still like puzzles me. Like, I'm even right now, like it's an impactful decision that I had made to not follow and not listen to that sign that I wholeheartedly believe, even to this day, was from the Most High, YAHAWAH YAHAWASHI. I think even as I was not in this truth, I have to reiterate this, even though I'm repeating myself, but I have to reiterate that I was not in this truth. I did not know the name of the Most High. I was not anywhere near as spiritual as I am today. All I knew was that day I should have gone. That's the only thing I knew. That's the only thing that I know. The me of today that is spiritual and more spiritual than before, but also the me before I came in this truth. We both would have said that I should have gone that day. The Most High told me to go, and I did not go. And that has always, well, I mean, it's not like it I kept on remembering it. It just as one instance of, I just remember it, and like I think I'm stupid. I think I'm stupid for not going. That's honestly what I think. And I think speaking as a man, not for other brothers, but I think that other brothers would say that I probably should have gone. And I don't really think I spoke about this to anyone, but that's just like, how I felt at the time, as well as how I feel now. So, thinking about it now, or examining it now, yes, I do think I should have gone, and I kind of feel like, this is the whole matter of obedience. Okay, the problem time was obedience. I didn't get out of my comfort zone in order to seek after something better for myself. But I don't know. No. Obviously, I don't know. Speaking as a man, I don't know if it would have been better for me, but just the single fact that the Most High told me to go, for a fact, it would have been better for me. So that's why I say, me not going that day when I had gotten a clear sign to go, and I said, give me the green light, and it was a giant green letters that said green. Okay, didn't go. It really does. Well, honestly, I didn't view it like that, but now after examining, I actually think that is probably one of my biggest regrets ever, because I've never gotten a sign so clear before from the Most High. Any other times, I try to perceive a sign from the Most High. It's so I just try to interpret it one way, and then sometimes I think, oh, or I just don't understand or anything like that. So I just don't fully grasp the concept. I don't fully grasp the sign that are sent to me. Okay, and not, well, yeah, a sign could be literally anything. Okay, but my understand it. Okay, dreams, I don't understand. A lot of things I just don't understand. So the fact that something so clear, the Most High sent something so clear, and I disregarded it and just zone and allowed myself to not, push forth to that, I guess, path in my life. I honestly, I feel very foolish for that. So it is one of my biggest regrets. And, it's very, this is something I want to say to any brother. If you have an opportunity like this, if you even conceptualize a thought that the Most High is telling you something, okay, you have to listen. You have to follow through. Do not disregard, do not ignore, do not disobey any signs that the Lord blesses you with, okay? Because honestly, I feel like, speaking as a man, I feel like the farther out you are, the less spiritual you are, the harder the signs for you to see. While if you are like extremely carnal with a slither of, potential to be in this truth, or a favor from the Most High in you, then you're going to be able to see like very clear signs. Okay, like I've always sought after the Most High to guide me. Ever since I was a child, I would always praying to God, and unfortunately, but I would always pray and say, God, please guide me, please let me know, please tell me what I have to do, let me X, Y, and Z and stuff like that. Like, that's how I was. And then the fact that after asking for so many years, okay, I got that one clear sign, and my dumb ass did not follow it. I absolutely hate myself for not doing so. So that's all I can truly say about that. Just really felt the need, because it really hurts me that I was asking for so long. I finally got it, and then that opportunity faded away because I didn't want to get out of my comfort zone. Okay, like it's sad. But getting into these scriptures, 1 Samuel chapter 15 verse 22. For rebellion is as the sin of witchcraft, and stubbornness is as iniquity and idolatry. Has rejected the word of the Most High, he hath also rejected thee from being king. Okay, so not being king, but just the fact that the Most High rejects you. Okay, like rebelling against the instructions. Okay, let me get that. Okay, Slovakia. Okay, Proverbs 12, and from the top, whoso loveth instruction, but he that hateth reproof is brutish. Okay, like it's just Slovakia. It's really getting to me because I really like these. You could just go back in time and correct your error. Okay, that's a very strong feeling, even more so now as I'm making this video than the most initially putting the thought or the concept of this lesson in my head. Okay, like it's very saddening. Okay, the favor of the Most High, but a man of wicked devices will he condemn. Okay, so just being disobedient. Okay, I really can't believe I did that. Rebellion is 1 Samuel 15:23. For rebellion, witchcraft. Okay, and Proverbs 12:2. A man of wicked devices will be condemned. Okay, witchcraft is right, and those who follow after disobedience or using wicked devices, okay, they're going to be condemned. Okay, and that goes into primarily, wanting to follow after your own lusts. Okay, I just had it. Isaiah chapter 30 verse 10, which say to the seer, see not, and to the right things, speak unto us smooth things, prophesy deceits. They want to hear deceits. They want to hear that you can do wrong thing. You can do what makes you feel comfortable, which is what I wanted to hear. I wanted things to just come to me. I didn't get out of my comfort zone and try to obtain things for myself. Okay. 2 Timothy chapter 4 verse 3. For the time will come when they will not endure sound doctrine, but after they heap to themselves teachers having itching ears. Okay, so the people, the masses, they don't want to hear sound doctrine. They don't want to hear okay. They just want to hear people saying, oh, you can be homosexual, oh, you can be a thief, you can go sleep with your brother's wife and whatnot. Like, this is them saying smooth things. Like, you don't have, you're responsible for the things that you do. Okay, now this is all a radicalization of, what I went through. Thankfully, I am trying my best to, improve as I do my best to keep all the commandments to the best of my ability. All right. Repented from just all the areas that I needed to. Okay, like one of the main things is before I came into this truth, I would go whenever whenever I was getting fast food or whatever, I would always ask for a bacon burger, a bacon whatever. Okay, I would be eating pork. I love eating bacon. When I came to this truth, I stopped. I honestly stopped. Okay, like I said, okay, you know what? Actually, I'm not gonna take credit for that entirely, because there's two parts to it. There was a Jake who mentioned in I spoke to before I was in this truth. He said he just stopped eating pork because he realized he doesn't need it. I thought that's a very curious statement. Like that's something, and like there's some things you need, like food. You need to eat food to live, but you don't need to eat pork. You don't need to eat bacon. You don't need to eat seafood. You don't need to eat these abominable foods. Okay, it's not like you need to smoke cigarettes or whatever like that. It's not like an addiction. It's just a choice. Like I just always chose, okay, checkers, yeah, I'll take the bacon cheeseburger. Saying that I could just easily say I just take the cheeseburger or whatever. But honestly, right now, I don't really go to fast foods as much anymore. I've learned to cook a lot of different dishes, and I just cook oftenly. I just cook for myself / family or whatever, instead of just out and going out for fast food or whatever. It's I save money that way, as just healthier, and I can make it healthier in my own way instead of putting my diet in the hands of others. Which also, yeah, you hear people saying, oh, they spit in my food and whatnot. So yeah, I just prefer not to have to deal with that. But yeah, that is the thing. Like being able to just don't drop your own lusts, drop your own desires in place to please the Most. That's where you aim for being obedient, okay? As well as, just the fact that like what's it called? My aunt, when I introduced it to her, okay, or when my family introduced it to her, she was like, oh, I need pork. I need to slowly work it out of my system. Like what the fuck? Like I was about like that doesn't, because it's not pork. There's no, what is it, nicotine or something like that, the addicting agent in pork. It's just food. You can go buy turkey bacon instead of eating thing. You can go buy chicken bacon. You can literally go buy all those halal brand foods that from what's it called, the Muslim stores. They have literally but non pork, like, and they follow the dietary law. You can just take from them, okay? Like they make things easier. There's different ways to make stuff easier for us, okay? And in addition to that, Psalm chapter 119, I made haste and delayed not to keep thy commandments. Okay, I made haste and didn't delay to keep the Most High's commandments. Like that's That's how you show you love the Most High. Okay. John 14:15. If you love me, keep my Slakia. If you love me, keep my commandments. Okay, like that. If that's how. Slakia. Proverbs chapter 3 verse 12. Correcteth even as a father the son in whom he delighteth. So just the same way a father wants to correct their son, the way a father wants to correct their son, that's for that number. Well, firstly, that shows that the father does love his son, does indeed love his son. In order, if he takes the time to correct him, okay. But the fact, if the son is obedient, okay, that's another form of love, because if you love the Most High, you would keep His commandments. If you follow after the words that He says, you follow after, what your father would say, because you love your father, you trust your father, and you know that your father, your best interest at heart, not your carnal father, not all the time, not always your carnal father, but your spiritual father, your father which is in heaven. All right. That's the whole father-son relationship, okay? And again, I guess I can, but in my, in my example or scenario that I mentioned very early on, like that was a very rebellious act. That was a very foolish act, because it ultimately what stopped me from not going was I had always been slucky about that. As I was saying, I was basically been a very shy person. I don't like interacting with people. I always liked for things to go my way, but I didn't want to have to go out, and I don't really like socializing. It's lucky for background noise. I don't really like socializing. I didn't have and talk to the people, okay, and talk to the people that to talk to, like, in order to make that change in my life. Like, I just didn't want to talk, and that was the shyness that was keeping me from exiting my comfort zone. Now I'm able to more. I still don't like socializing, but I made the effort. I forced myself to do so when needed. And if I had gotten a similar scenario today, 1,000% with so much certainty, I would not let it slip away like I did before. Like I just, like, they're just, I honestly, I believe the reason that happened was in order for me to carry this on as like a very important, very critical life lesson, okay? Because there was a lot of good that I could have gotten on, and just went out of my comfort zone and sought after it. But because I want to do things my way, because I wanted to just, stay in my little shell, okay, I lost out on so much good because of that. So that's what led to such a thing happening. The next precept I want to get into. Let's go down. Oh, perfect. First Acts chapter. Well, no, not yet. Slocky about that. Matthew 10 and 19. But when they deliver you up, take no thought how or what ye shall speak, for it shall be given you in that same hour what ye shall speak. Okay, so there's that whole this is kind of like a parallel to divine intervention, okay, which is, the Most High intervening and, changing stuff up as he did with our ancestors. Perfect example in when they got out of Egypt. Okay, the Most High, Slakia, the Israelites that were fleeing Egypt, they should have been slaughtered when they had reached the sea. When they had reached the sea, but because the Most High intervened, divine intervention, okay, they made it out of there alive, out of there with those Egyptians being slaughtered or being killed by the sea. Okay, that's the very major and important key part to it. Okay, if the Most High set something up, like, okay, so just for you to know, if you go and do this, I got you, I'm gonna take care of you, things will work out beautifully for you. So just go and do it. And then you say, oh no, I'm too scared, I think it's gonna fail, and then you just miss out on that whole opportunity, that whole miracle. True, honestly, that's basically what it should have been. A miracle. Okay, you missed out on an opportunity of having the Most High work a miracle for you. All right, which again, that's what I did. I missed out on the Most High working a miracle for me. All right. Luke 12 and 24. Consider the ravens, for they neither sow nor reap, which neither have storehouse nor barn, and Yahweh feedeth them. How much more are ye better than the fowls? Okay, so just again, it's more into divine intervention, which is, the last thing I'm going to be talking about. At the end of the day, this is this was obviously not a life or death. Okay, well, thankfully, I don't think it was. No, it wasn't life or death. It was not a life or death situation. Okay, there was no harm in it, but just the fact that I just did not have faith in me to go out and do what I wanted, or not what I wanted, but what was right for me. Okay, the fact that I didn't do that, that's what messed me up. All right, so if you are given an opportunity like that, if you are given a sign where full well, you ask for it, or you didn't even have to ask for it, but you just see, okay, wow, like everything is lined up perfectly. Okay, the Lord is telling me I need to go do something. I need to go do this, and you don't listen to that. You just let it stay in your shell. You stay in your comfort zone, and you don't go and do that stuff. That's you are absolutely wicked. Okay, it's point blank period. I am wicked for that, and I repent from that. I pray that anyone in a similar situation or has been in a similar situation repents from it. Okay, because in the future, when all hell breaks loose, you need to understand that possibly oftentimes we're going to be put into very scary situations. We're going to be like, oh, is this the right thing to do, and whatnot. And this is during all hell breaking loose, Jacob's trouble and whatnot. Okay, so you need to have the eyes to see when the Lord is talking to you, and don't take that for granted, number one, as well as be complete to it. All right, and because the Lord will look after you, as He's going to make a miracle happen for you. All right. So in conclusion, I myself for my foolish disobedience all those years ago. I repent from it, and I pray that the Lord will continue to work on me as a person, as a man of YAHAWASHI, and make me never be disobedient to Him. Grow me to be really obedient and just a diligent worker, a diligent servant. All right. And with that, I hope anyone listening takes full heed to this, and just I don't know, just don't make the same mistake that I did. And with that, I hope this lesson was edifying. I want to give all honor, glory, and praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahawashi, Ba'ashem Rakak Wadash, double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone. And with that, I want to say Shalom.